Back to the convention hall. It looks like we're going this way. I haven't actually seen the race Venus Expo. This is kind of fun. Oh, this one's huge. Much bigger than the other ones. They have like actual cars here in this expo. No wonder why they're in the bigger hall this time. The bibs are over there, and I just had to look up a bib number because I cannot remember it. Right here's like where the race course, or the starting area. Starting routes. Right here's a bib. Don't mind my nails, I'm doing them tonight. Now we're going to go over here to get the shirt. Alright, so here's where the shirts are, and I think I signed up for a women's small, so I'll head over here. Alright, just got all my stuff, and I'm heading in now. So I only got one hat, but I'll show that when I get in. Okay, it's actually the next day, and I'm making popcorn right now, so if you hear the microwave, that's what it is. But I got my bib for tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. I'm in the green corral, which is sort of like in the middle of all the corrals. I realized I did not put in my time for this race, so because of that, they didn't have like my updated pace that I probably will run the race in, so that's why I'm a little bit of a later corral, but I do not mind that at all. This is the shirt that comes with your registration this year, so this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cute. I really like the new design that they created. They also gave us all 2 COVID tests. It doesn't say we have to take a COVID test before going, but yeah, we all got 2 free COVID tests. I got this little $10 off coupon. And they also gave us, you know, just like kind of the advertisement of, you know, what we're running and stuff like that, which is kind of fun. And just, you know, some tips for the runners and everything. My little, you know, things for my bib for tomorrow. Then I bought this. This was $35. And so I really want a Philadelphia hat. So that's why when I was there, I was looking at all the hats. I really wanted a hat in black, but they didn't have any black hats. They only had like these like really bright like blue colored hats, and there was a gray hat that I guess I could have gotten. You can really hear the popcorn over there now. But yeah, but I also got this one too because this is like the high ponytail one, so there's this big gap in the back, but that's so you could do a high ponytail if you so wish. So that's kind of why I picked this one out though. Yeah, but it's cute though, and yeah, I definitely will wear this a lot. I probably won't wear this actually to go running in. I have another hat that I wear actually to go running in, but this will just be my hat to wear just kind of around the city. But all right, I will see you all tomorrow morning. Alrighty, it is currently 6:18 in the morning right now, and I'm getting ready to leave. I'm actually almost done leaving, but I may just wait around at my apartment a little bit because it is currently raining, and the forecast says it is going to be 100% rain from this moment at 6 until the rest of the day. So that means it's essentially going to be raining the entire day, which is a little bit unfortunate for me. But I'm gonna step in here because Ted is sleeping right now, so I'm trying not to wake him up as I'm in the bathroom. So I'm fully dressed. I have like my tank top on, I have like my bib on underneath, and I have this trash bag on. So this is our current state, is that I'm gonna go in a trash bag. I'm gonna be wearing my hat that I wear when it's raining. I have this other trash bag for my legs. So I'll put this on my legs when I'm like waiting before the race. I'm gonna have this little plastic baggie, don't mind all my mess here. So yeah, I'm gonna bring a plastic baggie for my phone and stuff. And yeah, we'll see. This is the first race I'm going to be doing where it is completely raining the entire time. I've never done a race where it's rained the entire race, like before, during, and after. So Ted is going to bring me clothes for after the race. So normally I was actually planning on just bag checking the bag and just, you know, bringing it there and having them take it down to the finish line. But because Ted is actually just going from my apartment to the finish line, he's just going to take it for me, which is pretty convenient. Because also this race passes my apartment that I'm currently standing in, I also, depending upon how it's going, I may have Ted bring me a fresh pair of socks midway through, because I literally live at the 5-mile mark of this 10-mile race. So literally halfway through, maybe it might be nice to change socks and not get blisters as I'm running. I wish I had another pair of running sneakers to also change into, like a dry pair of running sneakers, but I sadly don't. I only really have one pair of running sneakers that I'm running in at a time. I know it's very good to be rotating shoes when you're running. I just don't have that. Running sneakers are very expensive, as you can imagine, so I do not have that as of right now, but that is something for me to think about in the future in case I do have to do a longer distance race in the rain like this, such as a marathon or maybe even a half marathon. So
yeah, we will see. Definitely not doing this one for time. This one's just going to be a fun run in the rain. If I'm being honest, this is a great day to stay in bed and sleep in and lounge in bed because it's all rainy today. But no, we're going out on Broad Street and we're running 10 miles. All right, we are heading out now. It's currently 6:45. So I originally wanted to leave at 6:30, but I decided to push it off to 6:45 because, again, it's raining and I don't want to have to be out in the rain for, you know, too long, honestly. Instead of doing my, oh, I forgot my running band. All right, I just realized I forgot my running band, but honestly, I'm not even gonna wear it because I'm only running 10 miles. I'm not running pace. It's going to be raining, so it's probably just gonna slip off anyway. So I'm just gonna skip it and I think I'll be okay. But yeah, okay. So yeah, I also, instead of doing my running belt, that's what reminded me of, oh my gosh, look outside. This is what we're running in, everyone. Can't wait. Broad Street's already closed off. Yay, gonna be fun. Yeah, instead of doing my running belt, I have a Ziploc bag safety pinned to my shirt. So right now I have my running headphones and my stroopwafel in there because I'm gonna have my stroopwafel probably once I get there, honestly. But yeah, but I'm gonna do that, and I just did that because it would be very uncomfortable to be running with the running belt for the whole time in the rain. So hopefully when I get there, it won't be raining the whole time. I can just put my little earbuds in and just leave that little Ziploc bag, you know, safety pin to my back and not have to worry about it. But I suppose we will see. I also realize it's very echoey in my staircase. So I'm also at a point now where I don't care where I show where I live because I'm moving soon. So again, this is the last time I'm living, the last few months I'm living here in this apartment because then me and Ted are moving in with each other. So I live at Lofts 640. So literally Lofts 640 is where I live. And so again, this is about around just before mile 5. Mile 5 technically is on Spring Garden Street. So as I walk to the subway, you'll see where mile 5 is. All right, and this is the ultimate test. Let's see if it's raining right now. It's not really actually raining right now. It's just very drizzly. Oh, I guess the road was open. Oh, they're closing it off. You can see the police car. Yeah, it's not currently raining. It's just very, very drizzly right now. So, but all right, I'm gonna walk down to the subway. And yeah, I probably could have left at 6:30. I just wasn't sure. I also have to say too, this is my third time technically doing Broad Street Run. The first time I did it, it was virtual because of COVID. The second time I did it, it was rescheduled to October because of COVID. So the last time I ran it, it was so dark in the morning because it was, again, around 6:30 in the morning or 6:45 in the morning, and it was so dark. Although now I'm running it, and it's the first time I'm doing it in like the weekend it's supposed to be. It's usually the first Sunday of May, but this year it ended up being the last Sunday of April. Not really sure what happened there, but yeah, today's April 30th though. So, all right, let's get to the subway. All right, so yeah, as we're approaching Spring Garden Street, there is the mile 5 marker. So it's crazy that I'll hit mile 5 right at. All right, see this in like an hour. You can see the runners all going into Spring Garden. Oh, it's so crowded.
Where does that go?
So we're at the only accepted stop. There are all these little balloons around. I just think that's so cute, actually. It's currently 7:20 in the morning, so I'm gonna head out. I had to wait 3 trains before I could even get onto a train. This bigger balloon arch up here. It's not fall. Oh gosh, this is truly a follow the crowd moment. That's Broad Street. Alright, so here is where the yellow corral is. You can kind of see the sign right there. I'm in the green corral, which is like the third or fourth corral. I can't remember now. And if you know the area, we're by Einstein's Hospital. So that's like what's surrounding this street on either side. It's actually currently not raining. It's just very drizzly. However, it's much chillier than I thought it was going to be. I kind of maybe should have worn a long sleeve instead of a tank top. Alright, yeah, so I just passed yellow, this is gray, and then green's up there. And this race is definitely way more organized than the Love Run Half Marathon. Like they actually have people, you know, doing the corrals. There's actually like ropes to actually block off each corral. So definitely more organized. Okay, just a little bit chilly, so I'm gonna have to do a warm up soon. It's already past 7:30 now though too, so I have less than a half hour, which is good. Because then once we get moving, I'll feel a lot better. Okay, I'm just realizing now I have no service, which is very odd, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm a dum-dum, and yeah, those other two corrals I passed were corrals behind my corral. So it was the orange corral that you see here and the purple corral that were before the green corral. It's confusing when they do colors, not like letters or numbers or something, but yeah, alright, the race just started. It's about 8:13 right now. There's some delays because there's some delays on the subway, so a bunch of runners got stuck down in the subway, but I took my trash bag off. The rain is holding up so far, so I guess we'll see. Alright, I'm approaching my apartment building now, and Ted's gonna be over there. I'll say it's well and truly raining now. It started really raining around mile 4. Like it started drizzling at the hard at mile 2. Mile 4 we really started to feel the rain. Yeah, the Ted should be right up here. There's my apartment building, Loft 640. Alright, there it is, Loft 640. There's Ted taking a photo of me. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and take some more video. Yeah, this is where I live. Where I come out every single day. And you can literally, I don't know if you can see the rain. Yeah, you can see the rain a little bit on the camera. Oh, it's foggy. Yeah, it's raining. There's Teddy over there. Sorry, I know the camera's very shaky, so I apologize so much for that. And then there's the stop we went to this morning. Lots of people here now. Yeah, we're at mile 5, halfway. Can't even see City Hall. It's so foggy and rainy. Again, sorry, I know it's probably really shaky. Come up to City Hall. I know it's super shaky. All right, my parents are at Broad and Locust, so I'm like 2 blocks away from them. It is well and truly pouring rain. Pouring rain. Really happy to wear my hat. I see City Hall behind me though. Yay! Alright, just passed my parents and mile 6. So less than 4 miles to go in this rain. Okay, I think we're almost there. Alright, after this felt like such a long walk to get to this point, we're on the other side of Lincoln Financial. It sounds like this is where we got our medals and some snacks. Lots of chips. Oh wow, that's a lot of water. Casually come over here. Shout out don't think there's any way to avoid it. Yep, nope, no way to avoid that. Wow, this is rough. We're on the subway in the last car. This says Lombard. We're getting off at Locust, I think Ted said. In the subway station, I changed out of my wet tank top and sports bra into my old leathers when I was in a sorority. And I also changed my socks, but I haven't changed like my shorts or anything like that yet. So I'm sitting in very wet shorts. But honestly, my feet are so wet. Alrighty, so in full transparency, it is currently July. So I never got around to filming this like little after thing that I do after my races back in April or even in May, because right after the race, I was just so exhausted. Oh, you can see my cat in the background there. After the race, I was just so exhausted. So the last clip you saw was me and Ted on the subway. We were going up to Center City to meet my parents so that we could go out for brunch at Green Eggs Cafe, which is my favorite brunch spot in the whole city. So I would definitely recommend Green Eggs Cafe if you've never been before. But yeah, we went out to brunch at Green Eggs Cafe, and then afterwards, I honestly just came home and like went to bed. I was so tired. And it's funny because I didn't even run like that quick, or it wasn't like a super intense race. Like I literally ran in an hour and 41 minutes. I'll put my times on the screen right now. And yeah, I did a 10-minute pace, which is just a normal pace for me. There was nothing too crazy or anything like that, but it was just the exhaustion of running in the rain is something I've never really done before for that long of a period. I have trained in the rain before, but again, I've never done a race in the rain. And training in the rain and doing a race in the rain is quite different, especially when you're training. You kind of take it a little bit easier. You don't really go as hard. Maybe you don't even do the length of the time that you were supposed to do. Maybe you like cut out some time or something like that. But yeah, doing a full race, all 10 miles in the rain was tough for me. I was not used to that. I would say too that something that's also not in the footage that I took back in April, after the race was done, so you kind of saw when I came around the corner from Lincoln Financial Field, the finish line was basically right there. When we crossed the finish line, from the finish line to that next clip of when we're getting our food was such a long walk. And because there was such like, all the runners were being funneled kind of into like a little, bottleneck, the traffic was so heavy. You couldn't even go around people because the traffic of everyone finishing at the same time was just so wild. So it took a really long time to get to that point, to get to the food like area. But that was also hard because it was still pouring rain. And once you stopped running, you were freezing cold because now your body heat started to drop. And the silvery things that you usually give to put around your body, it was like self-serve. So because of that, everyone had to just rip off the silver things off the roll. So it was taking so long for all the runners to get their silvery things to put around their body for the body heat. I ended up not even getting one. So I ended up just like leaving, like walking, in the pouring rain, freezing cold to go meet Ted. And that was when I mentioned that he had brought me my spare exchange of clothes. When we got into the subway, that was when I quickly changed out of my like sports top and sports bra into that sweatshirt. And I couldn't change my shorts, obviously. But yeah, it was just like so wild that it was such a long walk and I was freezing cold. So yeah, afterwards I was just exhausted. And then after that, things just started kind of getting crazy in my personal life, just things going on. I think I mentioned it too in the video. I'm literally moving right now. This is my final week in this apartment in Loft 640, and then I'm leaving Loft 640. I'm moving in with my partner. So yes, this is my final time here, which is why I don't mind saying where I live and what's going on here, because I won't be here for much longer. But that's also why I'm filming here. Normally I filmed in my living room and I would put my phone on my bookshelf, and then you'd sort of see like the living room and the kitchen behind me. That's all gone. There's no furniture in that room right now. The only furniture that's left is like my bed. I'm sitting on my little ottoman at the foot of my bed, and I have like my bureau over there where my phone is sitting on. So yeah, literally moving very, very soon. Overall, I had a great time running the race. I know I just like complained about the race and the rain and everything, but I did have a really great time running the race. Again, living on Broad Street for 4 years and being able to run the Broad Street Run and run past where I live is always so special. And the Broad Street Run too is so special as well because most of the Philadelphia races don't really run through the city. You run partially through the city, like partially through Center City, but then you spend most of the time in Fairmount Park or on Kelly Drive or MLK Drive. So Broad Street Run is always like that special race where you're actually running through the actual city, which is kind of exciting. And again, living on Broad Street for 4 years is kind of exciting for me to run right past where I live, the technically the street that I've lived on for all my time living in Philadelphia. So it's pretty cool. And again, such a unique way to run in
in the rain. I've never run a race in the rain. So that's good to kind of have that experience and to know what to expect or how to prepare for another race in the future in case I do have to run another race in the rain. My next race will be the Niagara Falls Marathon in October. So if it's raining in Niagara Falls that day when I'm running in October, I will definitely be more prepared. I think, you know, I would say my top things is make sure you're definitely wearing some kind of brimmed hat because it does help keep the water out of your eyes, like the rain physically out of your eyes. So that's definitely my number one tip. For this race, I didn't have to change my socks or my shoes in the middle of the race. It probably would have been nice if I had the chance to, but it was only 10 miles. It wasn't really that long. But if I was definitely doing the full 26 miles or something like that, I definitely would have changed my socks and shoes, I think. So that is something I'm going to keep in mind for future races just in case. But yeah, again, had an overall great time running this race. I just want to say thank you again to my partner and my family coming out to support me in the rain. So thank you guys so much for coming to support me in the rain. Again, also to all the event organizers, the volunteers, all the personnel who, again, make these races happen. Thank you so much. I did have a really great time running this race. I may be running the Broad Street Run again in the future. Who knows? I'm still going to be living in Philadelphia, even with my partner, because he also lives here in the city, just a different part of the city. So yeah, so I may be running the Broad Street Run in the future, but again, it'll never be the same as this race since when I'm still living on Broad Street. But yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I know it's so weird to be filming this like little after part in July now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you real soon.